What up? Funkafar!
Step back, Letitia is in the house.
Funk food! Give me five.
Yeah, let's do it.
My name is Ryan Bowling, and I'm with Sony Computer Entertainment America. And this year's E3, it's a very exciting time for our company. As you know, in October, we launched the PlayStation 2 here in North America, and since then, on a worldwide scale, we have over 10 million units running strong for us. Moving forward, we've promised the world that we're going to be bringing 20 million down the pipe by end of next March of 2002. We have a lot of support on with this as well. We're running really strong, we've got a lot of momentum, and we feel confident moving forward. We have over 300 developers supporting our platform with over 200 titles due to launch here in North America by the end of March 2002. We're going to be producing 1.5 million units a month moving forward worldwide for all territories. Last year we offered the consumer the ability to play music, movies, and games all in one system, and to extend that one more level, we're now offering an online environment. And what that means is that we're giving the user the ability to browse the web, to email, to do instant messenger, as well as view online multimedia content through their PS2. And by doing so and backing up our promise, we've partnered up with America Online, as well as Netscape, Macromedia, Real Networks, and Cisco to make sure that runs successfully. We also have a few titles here that are taking advantage of that online environment that'll be due out later this year in conjunction with our network adapter that'll make this whole environment a reality. Some of the titles that are much hotly anticipated for our platform this year's E3 are our Gran Turismo 3 that's due out July 10th here in North America. Recently we launched it in Japan, and it's done successfully well there. With less than 3 days, we sold over 1 million copies. Right now, that's a new software record for the PlayStation 2. We also have a title by the name of Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, which is done by Naughty Dog, the development team that's responsible for the Crash Bandicoot series.
Yahoo!
This is the tournament for the new millennium. You'll experience the most exciting battle in history. Let's get ready to battle. Feel the intensity when power and technique collide. Crush the competition. A battle beyond your imagination. Let the martial arts madness begin. 2001 is the year we make contact. Welcome to the revolution.
I became the leader of stars and conducted all sorts of intelligence activities for Umbrella. It was time to begin executing my plans.
My name is Renee Hakiki. I'm the producer for Star Trek Shattered Universe. Basically what we have is a fighter combat action game based in the Star Trek Mirror Universe. The story is actually based on the Star Trek Mirror episode Mirror Mirror, where the Federation is evil and you have a evil Captain Kirk and evil Spock with a goatee. And so in this mirror universe, the player is actually hunted, and his goal is to try to find a way home. The game itself is actually, what we try to do is we put the detail into the ships rather than, unlike a first-person shooter where we put the detail in environments. As you can see, the ships are actually lighted by the actual light sources, like the stars in the system. The windows stay lit in the dark. We also have combat damage for the ships, for the capital ships, so that the player has a visual cue to how damaged the capital ship is. So as you can see, I'm tearing apart the Excelsior. And we have a little debris field that the player can fly through, and after the ship's been destroyed. It's still a bit early, but it's a nice visual clue that there used to be a capital ship there. Different ships will have different exotic weapons as well. The Romulans will have the cloaking device, Klingons will have the disruptors, and so each field will have a different feel as to how it plays.
My name is Brian Frymuth. I'm lead designer on the game. Basically, Run Like Hell is action horror. You start off as Nick Connor, a space captain who was sent to the station, and then you go off on a routine mission to an asteroid. You come back to the station and everyone's gone, you know, and it's been invaded by these alien creatures. We do a little bit more action. Our control scheme, we tried definitely to get away from the Resident Evil kind of remote control car. We're going very much on a route of like Metal Gear Solid 2, a relative control scheme where basically left is left, that kind of thing. Gives us a lot more freedom on how much action we can put in the game. Our big influence, of course, was the movie Aliens. I mean, you can tell right now, our main character is Lance Hendrickson. Guy who played Bishop in Aliens, Millennium, the TV series. We have Clancy Brown, the guy who played the Kurgan in Highlander. We got Kate Mulgrew, the Captain Janeway from Voyager as well. We got a lot of really good VO talent. We have about 25 hours of gameplay. We have about 3 hours of cinematics in engine and FMVs, all with, like I said, the voice acting that we got. This beginning FMV kind of sums up the theme of the game, I guess you would say, the feeling of it. So I'll let this one run.
What the hell happened here? Let's see what the camera's doing. Come on. Amanda, you okay?
I'm fine. This can't be happening. Just get a hold of somebody. Nick, what is it?
Amanda!
To say, basically sums up the tone of the game. What we have coming up here is one of our cinematic games, a la like Shenmue or one of those, where we have about 10 of them scattered throughout, where a different action button will basically make you do different things. You know, up will make you jump over, X will make you slide under. There's no real wrong way except doing nothing at all right now. So most of, all the action keys actually do something. Helps build the tension, helps build the pacing of the game. And thus the title, Run Like Hell.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? You don't sound very happy to see me.
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Well, yeah? Why not?
Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours. I've never been so scared in my whole life.
Like that stupid dog. Yeah, it's coming too.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
Name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? Oh, it's you.
We're gonna just leave me?
No, but...
With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
boy will string you up. See what that guy did? You'll pay in blood for this. Come on then.
最後かもしれないだろう。だから全部話しておきたいんだ。
私は迷わないよ。
始まりは真だ。だからもう一度真に会えば。
真実を見せてやる。
分かってんのかよ。全部あんたのせいなんだ。
私、真を倒します。必ず倒します。
言うな！
信じて。
15 weapons in the game. I'm just cycling through some of them right now. The one I have armed right now is called a railgun. So coming up on this scene, there's sort of a battle going on between miners on my side and mercs that are the enemy. And this weapon has this cool ability to see through geometry. I can see through walls, see through the rock, and you shoot through the rock to kill these guys. So yeah, as I'm trying to take cover, you can see the AI firing at these boulders and taking them apart. This is in a miner barracks where there's already been sort of a miner uprising, and you're coming in on the aftermath of it, and there's guards sort of all around. So we try to have realistic effects of the weapons. You know, you shoot a shotgun at somebody, he gets thrown back, that type of thing. The weapons are pretty satisfying in the game. Like I was saying, we have 15 of them. Sniper rifles, shotguns, assault rifles, submachine guns, as well as some like grenades and a flamethrower, which is pretty fun. If I can light somebody on fire here. So they stay on fire even though they've died. They kind of burn away until the fire kind of dissipates. And there's a really cool effect of the glass breaking. If I shoot up in this corner of the glass, you see the glass break away from the corner from where it was shot. There's a lot of little like cool effects in the game like that just sort of add to the overall feel of the game. And you can do things like get onto turrets and take them over and sort of use the firepower of the turret.
My name is Dave Weibel. I'm with THQ. This is Ricky Carmichael 2002 motocross. This game has got everything in it that anyone could ever want in a motocross game. This is so much better than anything that's out there today. It's got over 22 tracks. A lot of them are actually the real tracks that are on the Supercross circuit. And it's also got a freestyle mode where you can just perform tricks, which you can open up as you play the game through. It's a pretty extensive career mode as well. Take you through an exhibition. The track's got over 30 riders who are all on the circuit, including Ricky Carmichael, Kerry Hart, Tommy Clowers. I mean, really the top guys in the game today. So basically, the controls are really easy to use. They're a little hard to get a hold of when you start out because you can do so much with the tricks, and the trick repertoire is so extensive. It's also got a clutch feature, which is something that I don't think any other motocross game has, which helps you in and out of faster turns, allows for more realistic racing. The other thing that it has your power slides, which you can kick the back end out on turns as well, which helps you really accelerate through the turns. The artificial intelligence in this game too is it's really good. It's very competitive, but not impossible to beat. So you just got to be really on your game. It's also got a feature in it where you can load, if you see the bar down in the corner, you can load up your tension or the pressure that you put down on the suspension to give yourself more loft at the top of the jump.
So Batman is really a martial art character. What you can do is like punch, and it's all about gadgetry also. So what I'm going to show you is a bit of the different gadgets that you can use and the martial arts that you can do. So as you can see, I can punch, I can fall, I can jump, and I can also glide. You can also use stealth techniques to capture the characters. The bad guys that you want to capture, you can also use stealth techniques or brute force. What I'm going to demonstrate is brute force. And then once it's captured, we can capture him. Once it's defeated, we can capture him. So it's not going to stand up anymore.
Take a break and play a while. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
And this map, as you can notice, it's a Mr. Freeze map, so that's why it's covered all of ice. There's some space where Batman will slip a little bit, and he has to break ice as you So I selected the net, and first person, when the crosshair turns red, turns red, that's when I can shoot. As you can see, it has been captured using one of my gadgets. That was a combination, because you can do combination of punch and kicks, and when you do a complete combination, you have a red move at the end.
My name is Daniel Suarez. I'm the producer for Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex, being developed by Traveler's Tales. This is the 6th game in the Crash Bandicoot series. It's a return to sort of Crash's original genre. It's an action platform game. We've actually changed a lot of the dynamics from the original game to open up the world a bit more and give actually Crash a little bit more freedom to move around. The basic gameplay mechanics are fairly similar. Crash still has his run, his jump, his spin, and all his signature moves. We've really been able to push the power of the PS2 to add new effects and new sort of visuals that we didn't have before. So this is one of Crash's new vehicles. This is a glider. Crash has got 7 new vehicles in the game. He's got a glider, mech, an Atlas sphere, helipack, a snowmobile, and a submarine. His sister Coco's also in the game. Coco's a fully playable character. She also uses a special vehicle. She's got a mini scooter that she uses. The objective in this level is for Crash to shoot down these weather machines that are creating the tornadoes in the level. The premise of the game is based Crash against the elements. And what has happened is that Dr. Neo Cortex, Crash's sort of arch nemesis, has taken control of 4 elemental masks. And they are basically taking control of the elements of air, earth, water, and fire. So it's up to Crash to stop them before they destroy the planet Earth. In this level, for example, Crash is fighting the different bosses from the previous game. So you've got InGen, Tiny, Dingodile, all on these sort of little fighter planes chasing after Crash. So very easy gameplay mechanics. It's just shoot, navigate, avoid getting shot down. You can rotate left, rotate right. And what's really important is to really kind of keep it fun but simple. Let me go to another level. So this is the Atmosphere. The Atmosphere is another vehicle that Crash has. Again, very simple mechanic. It's a sphere that Crash is able to use. A lot of physics is used to kind of move the character around. Basically, what I do is keep the character on the path. You don't want him to fall into any holes or hit any sort of fire or any sort of obstacles. Using some cool technology here to kind of do some refractive glass. I'm really kind of trying to find some cool elements. The terrain is automatically deforming under Crash with the snow. It's really kind of using the power of the PS2 to do some cool sort of effects and dynamics. The gameplay is very simple again, but very fun. Oops, died in there right now. Start over. I think one of the big sort of design ideas we really want to do was offer quite a few different games, sort of dynamic gameplay kind of elements for the player. So the different vehicles, the new playable character Coco will kind of give us a lot of diversification in all the levels. There's over 30 levels in the game, 5 bosses, some secret and hidden levels and sort of things you can earn, new moves for Crash, hidden characters, and there's also one new character for the franchise, and his name is Crunch. And that's sort of Dr. Cortex's new creation.
This is Jurassic Park Survival. You notice it's Jurassic Park Survival, not Jurassic Park 3. What we've done is we've gone back over all 3 of the movies and grabbed out what we felt would be the best elements to make a great game. So it won't be see the movie, play the game. It'll be an experience that is built from the Jurassic Park universe, built specifically for a game. For example, remember the first movie, there was the Shadow Corporation that hired Dennis Nabely to steal the DNA. Well, we've come back with that as part of our plot. At the end of the 3rd movie, you find that the dinosaurs have overrun the island, are just living free, and that's where our game starts. The plot is that the government is worried that these dinos might escape off the island, endangering any populated areas once they got off the island. So they send a research team back in to make sure that this island can be secured. You play David Vaughn. He is the head of setting up the security systems to keep the dinos on the island. And when you land, you find out that the security force that's been put in place to protect you on the island has been bought off by the Shadow Corporation. They shoot down your copter and you're basically left there as dead. And it's your job from that point on to save members and to stop the Shadow Corporation from gathering up all the DNA, telling the government that they can't control the dinos, firebomb the island, covering their tracks, and leaving them with the only active living DNA, getting ahead in the race.
We're launching in the US on November 8th. We're going to ship somewhere upwards of 600,000 units on that day. It's going to be $299 US, and there are going to be somewhere between 12 and 20 launch titles. And we're not going to ship a single launch title that's not awesome. It's all about quality, man. It's about getting enough of the genres in so that everybody can get the game they like, and about really making every one of those games a defining moment for Xbox, right? You know, the football game where you see the shadow cast by the guard on the player's face, you know who it is, right? Or the adventure game. We have a racing game called Mad Dash, and the first level you play in Mad Dash, just the level data, is bigger than the entire last game that this company shipped, right? And things like that. Those are the experiences you're going to get with the launch titles. And then we have literally hundreds of games ready to go after that, heading into 2002. So it's like a fire hose of titles coming, and the quality is just, I mean, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. You know, I've been in the game business for about 10 years, and I've never seen such a giant group of awesome titles. And it all goes back to the simple fact that we designed this console by consulting game developers and said, what do we need? What do we need to do for you? What makes you angry about current consoles? And we changed all the stuff that they didn't like, and so they're having a good time. So that means we're going to see games, and I'm seeing games now. I can have the best job in the world because I see all the games in development. I'm seeing games now that are just so smoking hot. It's unbelievable. So it's a good time to be a gamer. It's the best time possibly in history to be a gamer.
I'm John Howard. I'm the lead designer on Halo for the Xbox. Halo is an action shooter game. Takes place in the future, science fiction. See, we got a couple human dropships here coming in. We're going to assault this alien position. A little bit of background about Halo. Humanity is losing a battle, losing a war against an alien race called the Covenant. And the Covenant have pursued us to this ancient alien ring world out in deep space. We don't know why it's there or who built it. But over the course of the game, you learn how long it's been there, who built it, and for what ultimate purpose. So basically, we're going to come out here, but the core component of the game is combat and combat action. So we're basically going to drop me and a couple Marines got dropped off on this beach by these drop ships. You can see the way AI move. Basically, the AI are really good and smart. They move in groups. They provide covering fire for each other. They'll advance on positions. They'll use cover. They'll call out when you're in their way. If they want to shoot around you, if they accidentally hit with stray bullets, they apologize. All sorts of cool stuff like that. People weapons are pretty traditional. Stuff like grenades, machine guns. There we go. So these guys are going to advance up here. We're going to take on this next position. Some more bad guys over here. So there's a lot of different types of aliens. They all have different abilities, different weapons. So we're just going to clear up this beach position here. All right, now the beach is clear. You can see Halo moving up here in the distance. It's a big ring world. The entire surface of the inside of the ring, like a wedding ring, is covered with different biomes: beaches, deserts, swamps, forests, Arctic terrain, mountains. This is a human dropship called the Pelican. It's going to bring in our Jeep here, our Warthog. So they got a chain gunner in the back there. I'm going to hop in.
In the hog with us.
So I talked a little bit about the AI. The AI are pretty smart. I can just pull up here, and the AI knows that riding shotgun on a Jeep is a safe thing and a good thing, and being in a turret is a good thing. So if I pull up to any group of Marines anywhere on Halo, and I don't have a chain gunner or a guy riding shotgun, he's going to hop right in the Jeep with me. I'm going to come around this corner. The same thing is also true about the enemy AI. The enemy AI are pretty smart. So if you leave a Jeep unattended, your chain gunner gets killed or something like that, or you have a guy with a chain gun, when you come out of the structure, there's a pretty good chance that an enemy AI is going to have crawled up in your vehicle's chain gunner and is going to try and kill you with it. So you got to be a little careful. Come over here. I can also just run guys down with my Jeep. If I don't want to wait for my chain gunner to kill him, or if I don't have a chain gunner. Come around here. I'm going to slide out here. I don't know if the game's going to speak for itself in terms of visuals. We're able to do a lot of cool stuff with the Xbox. This is just a nice little detail. You see the way the sun works through these trees. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to continue kicking ass here. Hop in the Jeep. Drive over here. The Covenant has taken over this structure. They've claimed that it's one of their own bases. So basically we're gonna infiltrate, basically come in commando style, set up our chain gun. I'm gonna hop out over here while everyone's distracted and lob a couple grenades in there. Head inside. A couple more guys over here. So you can see my shield's down right now. I have an energy shield in the game, so if I wait for a little while, it'll recharge back up, and now they have to take my energy shield back down again before they can actually start hurting my health. So this is actually the first mission you play when you get to Halo. This is your life pod. You're in a human interstellar spacecraft called the Pillar of Autumn that was attacked by the Covenant, and you escape from Halo, or escape from the ship in a drop ship. Or this is a life pod.
Can you move?
Which crash lands on Halo. And there are other groups of Marines and isolated bands of human resistance all over Halo who've landed in escape pods as well as a couple you saw the drop ships and the vehicles who made it onto the surface pretty much unscathed. So you have a little bit of fire support. So you're constantly going to be finding other Marines. So this is actually the first place you land on Halo. You can see the ocean stretching out the distance here, and the sun reflecting off the water, and the land way below there. In this beautiful forested valley, you can see Halo running up the distance there, and this waterfall in the background. We're able to do amazing things on the Xbox in terms of environment, be able to create really realistic looking scenes. I can go over here, you can see this thing flying over. Here's a Covenant dropship. They use dropships to bring in troops just the same way we do. So they basically tracked my life pod as it came in, and and now are searching the area for survivors. And I think they've spotted me, so I'm gonna hightail it over here, trying to get myself some cover. So like I talked about the AI, the same way the human AI are smart in terms of advancing, working in groups, using cover, things like that. Whoa! I shot it right over my head. All right, I'm stuck over this side. The enemy AI work the same way. The big blue guys are the Covenant elites. They're pretty much the leaders. They have big energy shields and they can be pretty tough. But if I manage to take them out, all the grunts, all the guys in the orange and red armor, little short guys, will flee. They'll put their arms above their head and they'll just run away screaming and go hide. Start to go dig them out. So there is strategy in terms of what kind of guys you want to take out first, taking out the leadership of the squad, things like that. So I'm gonna move through this area. This area is a bit slow right now. We're still working on this mission, but one thing I didn't show you before. So I got a human pistol. Human weapons are pretty traditional, but I can pick up and I can use alien weapons. So which isn't uncommon in most games. The big difference is that most games let you pick up all the weapons at once. You can carry them around. You're basically a big human Swiss Army knife. We wanted you to have to. You can only carry a certain number of weapons at a time in Halo. So we wanted you to have to think about what weapons you wanted to carry with you, what your ammo situation was, the kind of mission you were going to go in and handle, all sorts of stuff like that, so that the game would feel different every time you played it, but also so that you were making more decisions, you were thinking, and again, it's about using those tools, which is the ultimate thing we talk about when we're playing Halo, what Halo is really about. Is giving you this set of tools, giving you a set of weapons, giving you a set of really smart AI, some cool vehicles, stuff like that, to really decide how you want to play the game.
Stay here. Whatever. help me out. Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, hi, my name's Hayden Duval. I'm an artist at Confounding Factor. We're the developer of this title, which is called Galleon. This is the main character we see on the screen at the moment. His name is Rama, he's captain, sea captain. In this particular area, this is the start of the first level. And basically, it kind of sets the main story, the characters, and also allows the player to begin to move into the control system. We've based the game around quite a complex control and animation system, so we're allowing the player, as they progress through this first level, to begin to... sorry, guy getting chucked out the door. To be able to use different aspects of the control, so they're not overwhelmed immediately by all of the different kind of ways he moves. I'll just take you a bit further up, and then I'll kind of jump slightly further in the level to allow you to see kind of the main movement system that we have. What happens here is as he moves through this level, there's different areas that are designed to allow the player to see the basic movements first of all, and build on those to the more complex ones. I'll just jump ahead now, if that's okay. Just Come in here. By the time we get to this point, the player is able to do all the moves that he has. He's able to run and jump and everything. If you just watch here, one of the fundamental aspects of our game is that the character is able to deal with complex geometry simply by the player using the control pad, pressing forward. If you stay slow on the keys, on the pad rather, he is able to anticipate where all the geometry is and move through it without any difficulty. And that's kind of fundamental to how we move. So the player doesn't have to anticipate every tiny move and do every jump, so he's allowed to move smoothly through an environment. But we also have the ability to override that. If we press forward, right forward on the stick, he'll just jump off. When he fights, he can take on up to 5 or 6 opponents at the same time. His fighting styles totally differ depending on how many opponents he has.
Bandits! I want him! Let me have him, darling! I'd leave now if I were you. We've been waiting for an hour for someone to turn up. Just for that, you're going to have to pay our toll. Come on, no more talk. Let's fight! Get him!
So yeah, as I said, the fighting isn't fully implemented, but at the moment you have a situation where, depending on where you are relative to the character, your moves adjust themselves automatically. So if I was fighting two people at once, I'd do a different set of moves.
My name's Scott Lane. I'm the producer on Hunter the Reckoning, action arcade game for the Xbox platform. Hunter is set in the world of darkness created by White Wolf Publishing. In the game you can play one of 4 hunters. Right now I'm showing you Deuce, our biker character. In the world of darkness you hunt vampires, zombies, and other walking dead creatures. You can use a few different weapons. Right now I'm showing you the axe. We also have a shotgun. Remnants of some of the older arcade games, we allow you to run and shoot in different directions. We're going to have 23 areas that you can play the game in. This is one of them. And I'll, just to give you an idea of scope, our worlds are pretty big. We're in the graveyard right now. The goal of the game here is to work your way through the graveyard until you get into the church you see there. Deuce is about 7 feet tall. Our other characters you can play are also a priest character, a female cop, and a 20-year-old raver girl who's a karate expert and two-gun shooting style like John Woo movies. In the game, a vampire has taken over a small town called Ashcroft and holding himself up in a prison. In the prison, he's turned all the guards into zombies. And your job is to figure out what's going on, fight your way through the town, get to the prison, and stop the evil from spreading throughout the planet.
It's Luigi's first game, solely for his own, and he actually is the one that gets to save the day here. He inherited this mansion, him and Mario, and he comes to meet up with Mario at the mansion, but finds out that Mario is missing, and that the mansion's all haunted, and he needs to rid it of its ghosts and goblins in order to save Mario. And we'll see he's approaching the mansion here. The artwork and the textures of this game are just awesome. Luigi's facial expressions change throughout, as well as the biggest effect here is the real-time lighting that you can see through his flashlight. Also in this game we use both the analog joysticks, one to move the flashlight around, the other to control the character. You can see there in the mirror how amazing this is. Flash on it, flex back, you see him a little better, flash away. Very detailed. Well, we're gonna go up the stairs here. See if we can't find some ghosts.
This game is pretty much done.
This is pretty much, you know, they got, well, I think 12, 14 rooms here. I've heard that they're gonna have around 70 when it's ready to be launched. So I'm sure there's still some stuff they're working on to make it a better game than we have right now. Whoa, what's happening? I'm not sure, but what you do, you stun the ghost by flashing your flashlight on them, and that'll stop them. And then you vacuum them up. And then you can also touch the coins or vacuum them up. Excuse me?
Do you do anything with the coins?
Yeah, it's yet to be seen. I really don't know yet. You know, you want to obviously collect them. So what I've done here, I've cleaned the room of all the ghosts. Lights come on. It's a much more warm environment. You know, you want to live here actually. And it gives us the key that we can now go into other rooms. And you'll notice here, this is a good example of some of the technology that GameCube's using with the translucent walls. You can see that there's a door there, but we're looking through the door. As I pull away from this door, it goes away. As I get closer, it reappears, go outside, switches to the next room.
So it's a light vacuum cleaner. Does it do anything else?
No, not yet. It sucks up the ghosts and allows us to continue on to the next levels.
A Hoover light vacuum.
That's right. That's pretty funny. Notice the smoothness of the graphics here. We got.
That's a cutscene, right?
That's the little cutscene, yeah. Let's see here. What's something else cool to show them, Alan?
Yeah, these two rooms, right? This one, he's got the
Oh, that's right. So there's some more difficult ghosts to get here. You know, with all Mario games, there's a level of easiness at the beginning. As they progressively get more difficult, this one takes a little, you know, playing a little bit to understand what's going on. That guy comes on. Oh, well, we'll start over here on that one. I'll show you what I mean. You can suck up these little ghosts, just like that, and they can knock down your health meter. But this gentleman here in this chair, when you look at him, he comes when you're not looking. You shine it back on. Oh, he's not really there. And the trick is to get him when he's yawning. Yawn any second here. Oh, did he yawn? Yeah, get up. There we go. You see the heart? Just start sucking him in.
What does the heart mean?
It just means you scared him. You caught him. And again, I freed the room. And I collect the coins. So, that is pretty much Luigi's Mansion.
Red 3 standing by. Red 6 standing by. Red 9 standing by. Red 2 standing by. Is that 12 for you guys? Red 5 standing by. Block S forms on attack position.
So that's pretty much just the very beginning here. We got here, again, they took the models from the previous movies and just implemented them into this hangar here. We got the new B-Wing right here that you can choose. The B-Wing right there. I personally like the X-Wing.
As you approach it, it tells you what it is.
That's correct. There's the A-Wing, the B-Wing, the Y-Wing. And I'm sure, as with the others, there's the Millennium Falcon somewhere. At least I hope. That's one of my favorite ships of all time.
What? Wedge, an Imperial cruiser. captured the Razor. Glitch here.
So we got our flight computers.
Attack the shield generators. Once the shields are down,
the yellow there is your primary target.
Keep those fighters off our backs.
You see here, you'll see the little TIE fighters in purple. And then the yellow, that's the deflector shields that I need to destroy. There's some engines. Let's see if we can't get close to some of these TIE fighters. Check out how real they look from behind.
Going after the frigate.
It's just wild, crazy.
It's a right shifter?
12 really playable characters. It's just gonna 2,000 years, you know, like you have this Roman centurion.
As you replay the games, they actually intertwine again. So it's very, very complicated. Much more complicated than an average video game.
Watch his neck and face particularly. They figure their in-game cinemas right now are actually better than any FMA they've done in the past. See the muscles twitch as he strains and pain.
Passes.
That's just a loading thing fun. You know, it's like...
3, 2, 1, go! Sweet! Nice job! You just got a turbo, let's go!
So here, I'll go try to do something fancy. Oh, got stuck in the tube. Alright, next lap. Here you can actually see the wake, me bouncing up and down in the wake. So it adds a level of strategy to how you pass riders.
Got a turbo now. You're in fourth place after one lap. Keep going. Nice job. You just got a turbo. Let's go. You're about 4 seconds ahead. Pass the yellow buoys on the left. Uh-huh. Awesome. Looking good, girl. Yes! You just got a turbo! Let's go! Three, two, one, go! Good show! You've got it! Smash it! You now have a turbo at your... That's it! Smash it! Your ski is now turbocharged. Pass the red buoys on the right. Looking good!